Hi folks, Al in the Fender booth at Summer NAMM. I'm standing in front of our artist wall here. We have a few new models that we're debuting at the show this year. First one here is a Lake Placid Blue Johnny Marr. The Johnny Marr Jaguar has been in the line for a few years now. This is actually just a limited edition color that we're offering, Lake Placid Blue. Of course, that's one of the coolest Jags we sell. Some of the cooler features would be this four-way switch that allows you to get parallel series options with your pickups, hand-wired bare knuckle pickups, upgraded Mustang saddles, and some customized bright switches that Johnny had us do for him. That's a fantastic instrument, and that is a limited run of the Lake Placid Blue. In the middle here, we have an Albert Hammond Jr. Strat. He's the guitarist from The Strokes, super good band. What's interesting about his model, became his favorite guitar over time. His actual Strat is a Japanese reissue of a 70s Fender. And so we recreated it for him, replete with the bullet truss rod, large headstock, 70s tuners, all that good stuff. But we made some custom pickups for him to match the output on his actual guitar. These are actually ceramic bar single coils that sound really great. We also customized the switching for him. It's very interesting. He prefers the middle pickup. So normally this switch, when it's down, would be the bridge pickup. On Albert's guitar, when you push the switch all the way down, you get the middle pickup. And then in the middle position, you get the bridge pickup, so they're kind of flipped on the switch. He likes it that way so he can quickly access the middle or the neck just by slamming the switch up or down. It's kind of neat. And then over here we have the new Flea Bass, made in the US. This Flea Jazz Bass Active has an interesting story. We just released a Flea Bass a little over a year ago. That's a road-worn pink jazz bass. One of our custom shop builders, Jason Smith, had made a style of this bass for Flea, and he instantly loved it. So we decided later on that we would do this model, and we're debuting it now. It's very elegant and simple in its aesthetic here, but it's got a lot of upgrades under the hood. It's a quarter-sawn neck with compound radius, customized humbucking pickup, high mass bridge, and a Jaguar active preamp in there. And of course, you can see that these really neat satin finishes with matching headstock make it look very modern and sleek. So that's a silver and a shell pink. That is the Flea Jazz Bass Active. And we have one more kind of artist thing going on here, and that would be we're adding a couple colors of the Jimi Hendrix Strat. Right now we're just selling the Jimi Hendrix in Olympic White. We've got a sunburst and a purple called Ultraviolet. That's actually the Pantone color of the year. So the three-tone sunburst is actually going to be added to the Jimi guitar permanently, but this purple one, the Ultraviolet, is going to be limited to this year only. So that's pretty neat. And then finally in the middle here of these two artist walls, we have some of our Anniversary Jazzmasters. This year is the 60th anniversary of the Jazzmaster. We released several models to celebrate that. This classic version right here is based on a 66, so it has binding and blocks on the neck and a matching head cap in 4 cool vintage colors: Fiesta Red, Vintage Blonde, Daphne Blue, and Black. And then up here in the left-hand corner is kind of a more modern-looking triple Jazzmaster. That's made in the US. We've got an upgraded American Pro bridge with 3 brand new humbuckers with Filtertron covers for a very unique look. It's got a 5-way Strat style switch, and it's all lacquer. Actually, all these guitars here are lacquer. So it's interesting to have an anniversary of an instrument like this. Leo Fender intended this to be the highest end model above all others, and he designed it for jazz players. Of course, jazz players didn't quite take to it. The offset waist is a hallmark of the design here, and Leo designed that so it would be more comfortable when you sat and played the instrument. Jazz players didn't really favor it after all, but soon after we released it, the surf guys got onto it and loved it and made it very popular. And then, of course, later on, some of the indie alternative rock guys got to it and kind of turned it into a cult classic. Guys like Jay Mascis and the guys from Sonic Youth, Lee Ronaldo and Thurston Moore, even Elvis Costello, guys like that popularized the form. So it's neat to have an anniversary of something like that, be able to show these new models here at NAMM. So that's pretty much everything we have that's new at the Fender booth.